Good afternoon. My name is Odie Hawkins, and I'm here to read yet another column from the African Times newspaper. I wrote a column called Africa Media Watch, 1996, 1998. And we decided to reprofile these columns to see how significant or what they might have to do with today. This was yesterday, and let's see what they have to do with today. Oh, before I read this, I'd like to say something about a book I wrote a few years back called Snake Doctor. The book seemed to have stumbled into a bit of a cul-de-sac commercially, and I'm wondering if it has anything to do with the cover photo, which is of a black man with dreadlocks who has on no shirt and looks a little bit malevolent, I'd have to say. What do you think about that, Zola?
Well, I think he portrayed the snake doctor very well. I could see him definitely as a leading character if it was ever made into a movie. You know, if he had
I call him the African Tarzan.
Yes, most definitely. And, you know, the book has so many real characters in it. And the twists and turns are quite surprising.
Quite.
I have to give you credit that it does not go where I think it should go, or I thought it would go. And reminds me of the Snake 2020, because it's really the sequel to the Snake 2020, which was a bit chilling, in fact. And I tend to like reptiles, but the Snake 2020 made me concerned about seeing snakes in your backyard, especially ones that turn into men and talk.
Yes.
Yes.
You got a point.
And the Snake Doctor is the son of the Snake 2020.
Of a woman and a snake.
Yes. Or
That's
was
not
it
so hard to believe when you think about it.
Well, Adam and Eve, right?
Seriously.
Whatever. Or many snakes that run around now. Okay.
I'll leave that one alone.
We'll leave this one alone. All right. Back to the reading, Odie.
The reading today is of a column that I call, excuse me, The Africanists. Some people might say Africanistas, but I'm calling it The Africanists, and it was done September 1998. Whenever a major event occurs in Africa, an eclectic collection of friends will get together to discuss it, worry about it a bit, try to determine what effect it will have on our African American lives. Some folks in our community label us Africanists with a scent of a condescending tone implied. We do not reject the label Africanist, but prefer to be called concerned African American citizens, or if you prefer acronyms, CAAAC. The minute we received the news and had the full impact hit us, 6 of us on this occasion, we spread out to find out how our community felt about the terrible bombing in Nairobi, Kenya, and Dar es Salaam, Tanzania. The following remark, accurately quoted, came to the interviewer straight up, fade in, interior, Food for Less Market, Compton Bay. It breaks my heart to read about or to see what's happening over there. It's our own people, and we can't stop killing each other. It's a sin and a shame. I'm telling you the truth. A decidedly overweight woman wearing a casually wrapped turban and flip-flops trailed a trio of types that Robin Harris would have called Bebe's children. Pushes a cart well loaded with ding-dongs, 5-pound bag of sugar, powdered donuts, quart bottles of barbecue sauce, several packs of ham hocks, a 2-liter container of Jazz Up, 2 loaves of generic white bread, 10 packets of processed cheese, and Loney. plus dozens of other health-killing startup delicacies. Put that back, Shakia! I'm not going to be buying you any yogurt. You already got ice cream at home. Didn't those brothers and sisters just finish fighting a war? Nah, this. Yeah, it's a sin and a shame. Fade to. Yeah, I saw it on TV at my home is bad, you know what I'm saying? But hey, like, they got their problems and we got ours, you know what I'm saying? Edit. I think the essence of the thing was summed up by the young Kenyan holding up a hand-lettered sign that said, "Fight Americans in America." Indiscriminate terrorism to get whatever they think they want is so brutal and mean-spirited that it completely turns me off. After seeing all those suffering African faces, how many were killed? 300, 400? And thousands wounded. Do you think any conscious African American could possibly support the agenda of those who did it? I don't think so. Double click. I cried. Switch over. Thousands of human beings, Africans, are starving to death in the Sudan, the beneficiaries of another insane fratricidal war. The Congo is biting itself again. Who will replace Kabila? As Nigeria lumbers along in defiance of all known logic to what will eventually be a solution to a few of its problems, we pray, we, the Africanists, pray for another attainable things. We pray that Africa will be the first continent on the planet to declare war to be illegal, to legislate the idea of war out of existence. The motivation is the absolute insanity of trying to solve human problems by inhumane methods. Never worked and never will work. We pray that the Pan-African world will establish the social, economic, psychological, and political bonds that will offer a better quality of life for all of the planet's citizens. We pray that we will see a United States of Africa in the coming century, a giant beacon for health, wealth, and democracy. We pray that the United States of Africa will grant dual citizenship to all of its children who were pirated away by the Holocaust that was responsible for the African diaspora. We believe that the motherland will never know real peace until all of her children are allowed their rightful place in her embrace. Aside from the fact that many of us have excellent technical skills and a few hard-earned dollars. We pray to see a completely truthful history of the role that Africa has played and is playing on the world stage. We pray to see that various economic systems in Africa decolonized, freed of the neo-colonialization that allows surrogate wars, physical, political, and economic, to be fought there. Cigarettes are going for a nickel per nail in Accra these days. We pray for a grocery list of essential things that we stand up and start fighting for them. Mimba. Please remember that Ma Leru, truth of voice, Dr. Don John Henry Clark spent some important time with us January 1st, 1915, July 16th, 1998. That's when he died. He was born January 1st, 1915, died July 16th, 1998. And there we are at the end of the Africanists. Tomorrow afternoon, we're going to do a little switcheroo and come back to a bit of cuisine nostalgia from our home cooking.
Fantastic.
So I'm juggling things.
I like your juggle.
Let's be African. Let's all of the people on the planet be African. I mean, isn't that where we came from?
I know.
So, having said that,
your website is www.OdieHawkins.com, and that's OD, not O'Day or whatever. Odie Hawkins, and
That's it. That's it.
that's it.
That's it.
This